Vegetarian to carnivore, 4.5 months in. Just my brief update on that story. After being vegetarian for 5 straight years, living what I believe to be the healthiest possible life, eating plants, growing my own food, my own garden, evolving to eating grass, greens, fruits, a ton of fruit, which I believe to be incredibly good, and I enjoyed it at that time. But I, in hindsight, hated eating the greens. I hated eating all the vegetables because I ate them raw. I didn't put salad dressing. I just freaking ate them raw. This is over the last 5 years. And, I wasn't getting any better. I wasn't getting any healthier. In fact, I was getting worse, was getting thinner, losing muscle, just not happy, not enjoying eating, that's for sure. And I believe the eating the fruit, it helped me, it prevented me from getting lean. So, I went on this trip up to, ended up going on this London trip back in June, didn't get my passport in time, ended up going to Seattle to get my passport renewed. And, out of punishment to myself, I made the commitment to go ahead and do carnivore after watching the Jordan, the Jordan Peterson interview with Joe Rogan. And the motivation on that was because of that he said it got rid of his gum disease. I had a bunch of gum disease problems, and, that just, started, it'd been compounding over the years. And I thought, if this will help me with gum disease, and if it helps me snap out of this stinking thinking that I was pissed off about for not getting my passport renewed, I thought, you know what, let's do it. But here we are, almost about 135 days into it, and I've been strictly on the meat diet and very, very condensed to the one meal a day for the most part. I've been logging it. The last 50, it's been 55 days now. I've been doing strict intermittent fasting, consistently eating after 5 at the very earliest, eating at 5 o'clock at the very earliest in the last 55 days. And then eating, stop eating at like 8 o'clock, whatever, 9 o'clock. Usually I start eating around 5 or even 8 o'clock. So with that in mind, I most of the food that I'm eating is purely meat. Now I'd say I'm a terrible cook. I don't know anything about cooking, so I never even cook meat. It's really ridiculous because eating a vegetarian diet, other people eat meat around me, and it just disgusted me. I never learned how to cook. So I just been putting it in a pot and boiling the meat, and it tastes awful. So finally had some help, a little bit of help, and you put the meat in the pot for a certain amount of time and then soften it up. You slow cook it. And so it's really probably the worst way to do it. But that's what I've been doing, eating that once a day. And then adding to it like beef jerky, occasional cheese, but a little bit of cheese. That's about it. I do eat, the purely sugar-free Greek yogurt. That there's one brand that has no sugar in it. Been strict on the no sugar and the no carbs. And let's see, what else have I had? I will have, I'd say in a way of cheating, but like similar to Quest bars or those other things with no carbs in it. That's like the biggest cheating thing I've been eating. But, so I'm not eating the lion diet, which is that Melinda Peterson was eating the lion diet. But, for me, low carb and mostly carnivore. I'm mostly carnivore. I haven't cut out everything. So occasionally eat the Quest bars, or occasionally only eat like really dark chocolate. But for the most part, it's been carnivore, and it's been incredibly effective, man. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm getting stronger. Feel like I'm getting younger, or at least staying the same age. Gum disease hasn't gotten any worse overall. And overall, I've got a ton of fire in my gut, a ton of fire in my belly, and driven. I'd say, I'm ready to fight. Ready to go, ready to charge. That's been very good. I believe that's coming from the red meat. Eating all those plants and fruits over time, may have not been as fired up. I feel more energetic, more driven, than ever before. So, overall 135 days in, I like it. I'm going to keep after it. And, it seems to be incredibly effective. It seems like the way I was designed to eat. So I'm going to keep it up. Vegetarian to carnivore. Gosh, 4.5 months in. We'll keep you updated. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Gavin freaking Mehl. See you next time.